Welcome to this episode of YouTube. We're going to do a few howling clips here. Grayson's going to start out with a lone howl here, and what I want you to watch is the pups and Rika as they rally to him. So you can see the tail wags are pretty sweeping, going back and forth, pretty social. The bark is pretty serious. That's usually a threat display. So what ends up happening is in a rally howl, in the wild, wolves might be separated from their packs, and if the howl reunites them, they might re-establish their rank order. So it seems like that's a pattern even in captivity where they're right next to each other to re-establish rank order. Now, what's different about this next clip, this next clip was stimulated by a siren. Rika starts the howl, and the pups run to Rika. What is also challenging about this is obviously there's some tension with Axel and Grayson. So why do wolves wag their tails, and what does it really mean? Early on in my career, I read a book called Dog Watching from Desmond Morris, and he had an interesting passage about why do dogs wag their tail, and I thought I'd kind of share it with you. I think a lot of people think about a tail wag and think that an animal's being friendly, and I think in his words, the idea that the only emotional condition that all tail waggers, both canid and felines, share is a state of conflict. And his interpretation that the animal is in conflict, it feels pulled in two different directions at the same time. So the body begins to move off in one direction, obeying one urge to stay, one urge to go. And the idea of that tail wagging in some ways reviews the conflict that's going on in the mind. Should I stay? Should I go? Being a very tight, low, short tail wag in response to that kind of conflict versus the sweeping tail wag of a social greeting. And on the nighttime clip last night, we see Grayson in the corner of the surveillance licking his lips a little bit, which is in the Canine Stress Dictionary is kind of a little bit of anxiety, and Axel comes into the picture and does a T-block, really showing a little bit more status than we've seen out of Axel in the last month, and doing a write-up on Grayson as the pups come over and try to lick Grayson's face. So pups are still thinking Grayson is their go-to guy, even though Axel's asserting dominance over him. So it's going to be a busy February. Winter is far from over, and winter dynamics will continue into March before we see some of this settle down. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.